a fresh bottle. Now here's the thing, Slick. I'm going to be on KeeperCast here in a bit, right around 9:30ish, and it's 8:48, so I got just enough time to do a quick little Facebook live stream before I go and hang out with Topher, and you know what I'm saying. So homeboy Scotty totally digs the design of his shirt. I'm getting better at designing these Teespring campaigns. Tell you what. So I had a little bit of Jack and Dr. Pepper earlier. The big old fucking beer mug full of Jack and Dr. Pepper. And come home and hang out for a bit, do some KeeperCast, and, you know, keep on entertaining the masses on the social medias. This is Admiral Nelson's Cherry Spiced Rum, and I ain't got nothing to mix it with. I'm drinking this shit straight. I'll be sipping on it throughout the evening, yes. Yee doggies. I got some burn to it. But the nice thing about the burn is it's not like ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? Like the cherry taste helps with the burn just a little bit. But I'm making some money off these damn shirts, man. And transfer it and all that sort of thing. So, you know. This is like my new favorite shirt now. This thing is fucking sick. A lot of people joining up. Oh. So I'll Facebook Live with you for a bit before I hang out with Topher on KeeperCast. There we go. 8:51. So I got a couple more minutes yet. And if they ask me about my new t-shirt, like, where'd you get that sick ass shirt? And I'm like, I got it from Teespring, yo. It's the King Cobra merch shirt. And the back's got my Cobra. It's got a Cobra wrapped around my symbol on the back. It's fucking sick. How the fuck I pulled that shit off? Like, I managed to design a fucking shirt that has my symbol on the back. And on top of that, the Cobra's wrapped around it. That's fucking beyond sick. Peppers. Focus on your career before you focus on dating, and you'll have better options when your career takes off. You know what I'm saying? People who are in such a rush to go out and date anymore are going to end up unhappy in their relationships. And being a sexy, famous bad boy musician on YouTube definitely helps my situation out just a bit. A little bit of Jack Daniels and Dr. Pepper before, and then, you know, that was at a friend's house, of course. This is a fucking sick ass shirt, yo. I'm digging this shit. And now he's just showing off his biceps. And your point. That's the whole reason I got this shirt, to rock my shit. Because it's legit, too legit to quit. When I spit on this mic, it's like, damn. And the more shirts like this that I sell, you know what I'm saying, the more money I make. And the more money I make, that goes towards my wand business. I'm not going to start considering anything dating related until I get my wand business started, because here's the thing. You got a cute ass chick you're trying to impress. That's cool. But if you're taking her out to a nice restaurant, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't want to look like a fucking schmuck. You know what I'm saying? Some girls are more independent than others, you know, they'll be like, well, I'll pay for it. And then, you know, if you have enough money to at least cover half the bill, you can offer a compromise so you don't feel like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, like, if you're on a fucking date with some chick and she's like, well, I'll pay for the meal, like, well, can I at least pay for half of it? You know what I'm saying? But since when has compromise ever gotten anybody anything? He said sarcastically. Fuck vaping when you can smoke a pipe. That's decadence. That's some good black Cavendish. As soon as this wand business of mine takes off, I could start saving up for anything that I wanted. Maybe a Colt Cobra 38 special, because that's a sexy little handgun. I could have the gunsmith restain it as black as raven's feathers, and then change out the red sight for a fiber optic green sight, which wouldn't cost that much. I could probably restain it myself if you get gun stain and all that sort of thing. And like a black and green Colt Cobra 38 special, that'd be sick. Sexy. Get an open carry permit for all 50 plus states in this beautifully hypocritical country. That way, as long as you're traveling by car, they can't be like, well, why the fuck do you have that gun on your hip? No, but they got these fucking holsters that you can conceal beneath your pants. They look like regular iPhone cases, and you'll like that, and those things are fucking sick. I'm content with my side-by-side for the moment, so I'm not in an immediate need for another gun, but it's always fun to think, hey, you know, that wand business of mine takes off, and, you know, I could be buying the car I want, you know what I'm saying, get my driver's license, that sort of thing, all because I'm taking the time to, every wand I craft is another $1 or so in my account, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I get a lot of shit for walking around town with a wand. People will be like, oh, look, it's Harry Potter. Ha, 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 ha. And I look at them and I'm like, foolish mortals. Harry Potter is an awesome series, but real magic is so much more complex than that. Although if I hadn't purchased my double-barrel shotgun, and a couple years later, I would have bought the Stoker Double Defense. It's all black side-by-side shotgun with the fiber optic grain sight. Ooh, that's fucking sexy. I'm not knocking my shotgun. I'm just saying if I would have waited a couple more years to buy it, I would have bought that one instead. But I have my tax returns and I was just like, yo, I've always wanted a double-barrel shotgun. It's my favorite gun of all time. Classic Coach gun. You can't go wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And my parents are always like, oh, the thought of you with a gun scares us. And I'm just like, How long have I owned that thing? Like what, 5, 6 years? No incident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people worry too much sometimes, and they worry too much for good intentions, but like, dude, come on. First time I shot that thing, I had so much fucking fun just peppering the shit out of random junk in the field. You know what I'm saying? Fucking awesome. The way I see it, the enjoyment of the sport of shooting outweighs the enjoyment to do something stupid with it. And there's no enjoyment in doing anything stupid, because as soon as you do stupid shit, you immediately fuck your life up. So it doesn't do you any good to do stupid shit. It doesn't do you any good to do stupid shit, Facebook. It doesn't. Like, you gotta be smart about your life, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your social circle small. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have like 4 or 5 or 6 plus close friends than like 100 acquaintances. You know what I'm saying, Facebook? Like, it's 9 o'clock. I'll be on KingCobraJFS in about 30 minutes. I'll go on Google Hangouts, and you know, it's a great way for me as a famous YouTuber to give his show some decent exposure. I make a little money on the side. Everyone's happy with that. Now, as it turns out, the money I make off of KingCobraJFS is going towards a birthday present, because one of my homies is turning 22 this month. Homeboy Scotty's turning 22 this month, and you know, he's been checking out my Teespring campaigns, and he's like, well, could you make me a shirt? And I'm like, yeah, based off the stuff that you like and what have you, I can make you a shirt. He's seen the design, and he's like, bro, that shit is fucking badass. So as soon as I get enough money to order me one, I want to order another one from Teespring, and you know, yeah. And I kind of figured, okay, if Homeboy Scotty is getting a badass t-shirt, you know, maybe my fans will want a chance to, you know, rock that shit too. So I made it into a campaign. Scott's legally blind, and there's a good chance he'll lose his vision by the time he's 35, 40. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for him, like, but it makes my Asperger's look like a walk in the fucking park. You know what I'm saying? You stop and picture for a second someone else's struggles and what they're going through, and it makes you realize that it could be worse. I had to reset my password for my Instagram account because I forgot it. I'm going to have to download the Instagram app, because my Instagram page be kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all this awesome content on my Facebook page, all this awesome content on my YouTube page, but I hardly got jack shit on my fucking Instagram page. And I'm just like, yo. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, get an Instagram account set it up. And I'm like, it's the same as Facebook. What's the point? Oh, it's totally different. Okay, what do you do on Facebook? Well, you post pictures of stuff that you're doing. You post videos of stuff that you're doing. You vlog about your life, whatever the fuck you feel like posting. It's sort of like a creative outlet to express yourself to the greater world, if you will. What do you do on Instagram? Oh, the same goddamn thing? Shit. But you can take photos on Instagram and post them on the internet. You can do the same thing with Facebook. I feel sexy wearing this shirt. Not trying to sound overly narcissistic about my own product here, but I feel sexy wearing this fan merch. Like, dude. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, like, medium for me was a good choice. A small would not have fit. I usually wear a large or XL because it's, you know what I'm saying? But A muscle shirt that hugs my biceps, I'm cool with that, especially if I'm rocking my own shit. And I managed to create a product with my magical symbol on it with the cobra intertwined with it. It's fucking sick. Yeah. Like, literally, I could buy the car that I wanted and start my wand business up if enough shirts sold, and that would be fucking legit. That would be fucking legit. I might be playing some guitars for KeeperCast. If they ask, I'm always down to play guitar. Although, strangely enough, my amp jack's giving me troubles again. It quit giving me troubles, and then it started giving me troubles again. I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying, Facebook? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Being out of cigarettes can suck, but if you got a pinch of pipe tobacco, it's not so bad. Taking all the pipe tobacco that my fans sent me and mixing it into one bag, and then beforehand I took a couple squirts of that Ghetto Grape Tasty Puff tobacco spray. Now I got this cherry grape pipe tobacco. This shit's fucking good. I mean, you got a nicotine craving, you're just like, you smoke half a bowl and fucking top it off. Beautiful. Look at that delicious Kentucky brown. Oh, yeah. Smoke a pipe in a large crowd of people, and that pipe tobacco smells fucking amazing. It's a conversation starter. Guarantee that shite. Hashtag Bing Crosby, hashtag Hugh Hefner. Oh. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to those hashtags. Take a sip. I want to add a nice leather handle to Ozzy's wand before I send it off. If I want to get my wand business started, I want to actually get into adding leather handles to my product. That way, you know what I'm saying? It looks better. I personally haven't had any difficulties with what I've done before, but a leather handle will look a lot more professional and sell a lot better than using tape. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think business-wise. People are going to pay $34 for a tape and a stick. You know. You could think of my wand for Ozzy Osbourne as a happy retirement gift. You know what I'm saying? The dude's been touring for 50 years. That's fucking bad the fuck ass. I don't give a fuck who you are. Anybody who can sit there and dedicate 50 plus years of their life to the beautiful art of music, making millions upon millions of people and generations upon generations of people appreciate good quality heavy metal, from Black Sabbath to a solo career. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a picture of Ozzy Osbourne hanging up on my wand rack And it's fucking signed. I'm just saying. I was kind of bummed when I went to go send my wand to Ozzy the first time. I got a return to sender, and I'm like, shit. But then a couple months down the road, I'm like, I got the idea to start my wand business, and I'm like, you know what? I might be able to add some leather to the handle of the wand, and that would make it look sick as fuck. See what I can do, you know? Yeah. Shit, if my music ever takes off, if I'm lucky enough to tour for 50 plus years, I'll be happy with that. Working like I do now, you know, it's like the dedication I put towards my videos and keeping in touch with my fans. That's the same dedication I would put to my musical career if my shit took off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Never forget the fans. If you become super fucking famous, never forget the fans. Because they're the ones that help build your career in the first place. You know. But 9:10. I got 20 minutes till KeeperCast. There is one advantage to smoking a pipe. If you're smoking a cigarette, you have to have an ashtray. Otherwise, you're going to get ashes all over the place. If you're smoking a pipe, all the ashes collapse inside your bowl. So the only time you have to ash your pipe is when you're scooping it out at the end. And when you're out of cigarettes and all you got is a little bit of pipe tobacco, you're like, better than nothing. I poured a coffee mug full of this shit right here. I'm making money left and right on Teespring, and I make money going on KeeperCast and other things like that. You know what I'm saying? It helps establish a solid ground as an entertainer, if you will. So even if my guitar is not working at 100% like it was earlier, if it's only 50%, hopefully it works decent enough for KeeperCast, and just in case they ask me to play guitar, because that's part of the package deal. Like, I'm known for playing guitar, and the clips of me playing guitar on social media these last couple of months is like, okay, since when can he play guitar? Motherfucker's fast as fuck at it. It is 9:14. Let's see, Google and Google Hangouts. If I Google that, I already know what I'm looking for. That's what I like. All right, so when Topher calls me on Google Hangouts, got that shit set up. I'm already logged into my Gmail, so there we go. It gives me exposure on the interwebs, and it gives them exposure and helps them grow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Smoking some good pipe tobacco, sipping on some good rum, you know. That's got a little bit of burn to it, but you can drink it straight without mixing it. I think rum's considered a hard liquor. It's not like soft like beer or maybe wine, but April Nelson's cherry spiced rum. That's not too terribly inexpensive for a bottle this size, but that's definitely enough to get the fire started. And with my shirts being sold on Teespring, it's business opportunities left and right. You know what I'm saying? Make that money because life is a goddamn hustle. Fucking buffed ass, sexy, gothic pipe smoker. That's what I am. Buffed ass, sexy, gothic musician, pipe smoker. That's what I be. Yeah. A lot of people are joining up in chat, not really saying a whole lot, just seeing what the fuck's he gonna do next. What is this random son of a bitch gonna do next? And if I sold enough wands to make $1,800, I could buy the car that I've been wanting to buy for a minute. It'd be a project car, but it'd be worth it working on it, tinkering on it, getting your fucking hands all greasy, fucking that sort of shit, you know. $9:16. Try to make sure that if I got appointments on social media to be on podcasts and that sort of thing, that I make sure that, you know, I'm on time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so like people will see your public persona on YouTube and they'll be like, okay, who the fuck is this guy? But then if because you get popular enough on social media, they're like, okay, well, can you be a part of our podcast or whatever? He shows up on time for the podcast and he makes it entertaining, that sort of thing. It paints a good professional image. Like, okay, he does what he does, but you know what I'm saying? He's got a sense for this kind of thing. The Ozzy Osbourne wand that I speak of. Cue the Halo music. It says Ozzy right there on the side, and then right here it says rock and roll, and then you rotate it, it'll say Prince of Darkness. It'll wrap around the side of it. It'll say Sweet Leaf down right here, and then there's a 666 right here and a pentagram right here, and then a cross right there. Like, this thing's pretty fucking slick. I mean, this is a nice looking handle, don't get me wrong. It gets the point across, but if I'm going to be using leather to make quality handmade wands, then I could add some leather to this handle to really make it pop. You know, it's just the final coup de resistance, because this paint job on this wand is fucking sexy. The engraving all through here is fucking insanely awesome. You know what I'm saying? And you get like a nice little leather handle right here to touch it all up. Magnifique. So maybe the wand getting sent back, getting a return to sender, was meant to happen for a reason. Get my fucking wand business started. I mean, I use insulation tape for my handles, and this is the stuff that's like super fucking stretchy, just, you know what I'm saying? And it sticks to itself. Which, it works for the most part, but get some nice leather, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I could add some leather to this handle. I would tie it like from here to here, so the engraving's not blocked. It looks sick as fuck. I make it like dark green that fades into light green, and then this black, and then all this sick ass, you know what I'm saying? Magnifique. This is the, yeah. This took a minute to carve out, but my wands would have a similar quality of sorts, you know what I'm saying? Put like a leather handle and on the handle right here, yeah. I get a leather handle and attach it to that and send it off, you know what I'm saying? I try to, at least, you know what I'm saying? That one's almost done. This one is the one I'm working on for JK Rowling. I got the handle done for the most part. I'll add leather to this one. I want to sharpen this to a nice point, and then I want to carve her name in the side of it. Yeah. The one I made for JK Rowling was way too fucking skinny, and it was, you know what I'm saying? And wands in this process are basically just a shell. Oh. And if I have the sandpaper and the sticks to make it happen, I can make it happen. But I got this thing in the bottom of it right here. So when I go to add the leather handle to it, it'll look a bit nicer. So Ozzy's wand is almost done. I thought it was done before, but then I thought, okay, you know what if I added a leather handle to it? That looks sick as fuck. It gives me experience working on my wands, and then on top of that, it, you know, helps me better my product a bit. I ran out of sandpaper, that's why this one's only carved like this. As soon as I get more sandpaper, this is going to be turned into a nice point. Now I'll carve a JK Rowling in the side of this. Get a leather handle for it. And mill these wands off when I can, but good quality wand wood, nice and solid. There's no bend at all, just fucking solid ass fucking stick. Yes. If I'm making wands for my fans, if I'm making wands to sell on the interwebs, I want to make sure that the product I base my product off of, the wood and the sticks that I gather to make these wands, is quality. Because that's going to be the $34 selling point. People are going to pay $34 for a shitty ass wand. They want quality. Especially if they've seen what I'm carrying. Especially if they see a wand that I'm carrying that I finished for myself. They're like, that looks like something you'd see in a fucking movie or whatever. Or a book of some sort. I try to make my wands as sharp as possible, just like this, because this looks like a legit wand. Even though it doesn't have a leather handle, I could add one to it if I wanted to, but right now I'm not worried about it because there's a handle on it nonetheless. And this is the wand I used when I was doing the magic videos on YouTube, so people can crack all the jokes they want. Oh, look at the autistic Harry Potter. Ha 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 ha. But when I've tapped into an unseen energy that exists, they're just jealous haters talking shit. I'll drink to that. It's be 8:26 or 9:26. I'll be on KeeperCast at 9:30. So, and that's a little live stream for y'all. Thank you for watching and joining in. I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.